How's it, South Africa? And thanks for listening to Mzansi's most downloaded farmers podcast. Welcome to episode 220, powered by CropLife. I'm your host, Dawn Mdu. Lesley Mabasa from Mega Biotech Solutions joins us in this edition. He is currently coordinating an ongoing maize demo trial set up by CropLife to showcase the benefits of biotechnology. He highlights some of their findings, challenges, and progress made working with smallholder farmers in Limpopo province. Over to you, Octavius Pandil, Food for Mzansi's commercial journalist.
Thank you, Dawn. Lesley Mabasa, representative from Mega Biotech Solutions. Welcome to Farmers Inside Track. Lesley, let's kick it off with the first question. As a representative from Mega Biotech Solutions, the company does amazing work to coordinate and implement biotech maize trials. Can you share some insights on the trials and how they are used to introduce biotech seed technology to farmers?
Thank you, Octavia. In 2022-2023 maize planting season, CropLife established demo trials to showcase the benefits of biotechnology, which is a dual technology, pest control for maize stalk borer and fall armyworm, and herbicide-tolerant crops for weed control to small-scale farmers in the Limpopo province. So trials are established for demonstration purposes, showcasing the potential of biotechnology crops on farm. It's easy to adopt technology once you have realized the results. Seeing is believing. That's what we believe. Once farmers sees the performance, it's easy for them to believe in it. And another thing, it's meant to assess the feasibility and viability of the deployed new technology. And given such innovative tools, farmers are able to make informed decisions based on their trial experience. And lastly, I will just say trials empowers and capacitate farmers due to skill transfer acquired during the trial. Good trial management help farmers improve their good agronomic practices.
Are these demonstration trials only planted on smallholder farms? And why is that? Does it really matter where these trials are planted?
The trials are not only planted through smallholders. There are different types of trials for different purposes. Smallholder farmers are targeted because they are resource poor in most cases. They are in remote areas with a very limited access to technologies, if any. It matters where trials are planted. For example, if you want to plant drought-tolerant maize for demo trials should be established in areas where there's drought or where drought is a challenge to crop production. BT maize should be a trial in areas where maize stalk borers or fall armyworm is a challenge. It's pointless to establish drought-tolerant under irrigation system. I'll just give you an example. So it matters where we do our demo trials.
So farmers who are adopters of genetically modified seed technology learn about the technology as they go along. But how would you describe what biotech seed technology is to farmers who doesn't know and who are actually curious? And how would you convince smallholder farmers who are interested but are currently still doing research about the technology?
Biotech seeds technology is the use of improved seed varieties through thorough research to address specific challenges such as drought, pests, weeds, and others. Farmers need not to be convinced to adopt biotech seeds. Farmers need to be exposed to the technology so that they can make informed decisions. And that exposure is through demonstration trials. That is the whole point that we are trying to have demonstration trials in Limpopo currently.
I love that you are saying that farmers actually just need to be exposed and not necessarily convinced about something.
We're teaching them so that they can make informed decisions, not us imposing that this thing works, whereas they haven't any experience with.
Can you share some of the key information about HD tolerant and IRC technology that farmers attending these demonstration trials can expect to receive when attending Farmers Days? Can you elaborate on some of the successes you have had using the approach for farmer training?
Herbicide-tolerant technology is aimed for weed management, a simplified way of controlling weeds that compete with plants for nutrients, for air, for water, and sunlight. The technology relieves farmers from the burden of manual weeding using hoe and other tools such as scoffers. The herbicide application is easier in terms of operations, and it costs less compared to hiring labor to do manual weeding. On the other hand, when we come to insect resistance crops, they are specific and control maize stalk borer and fall armyworm. Maize having insect resistance is called BT maize and is hardly eaten by maize stalk borer and fall armyworm. Meanwhile, maize borer can damage the non-BT maize and results in yield loss. So farmers attending the information, they will be taken to the field exposure to see the effectiveness of both herbicide tolerant and insect resistant technologies that will be demonstrated to them. They will be able to see that, and a rapid test to prove that maize that is not damaged has BT traits in it, while non-BT hasn't, will be performed in the field in the form of an experiment. So that method has been used in the past, and we have seen much result because people, once they are hands-on performing experiments and seeing for themselves, they easily take such knowledge. It's not something that they are told. It becomes something that they have first-hand experience with, and they, in such a manner, skills are transferred.
What are some of the challenges you face when implementing biotech demonstration trials? Can you mention a few of those?
We do experience different challenges and risks. Some are biotic, some are abiotic factors. Non-target pests such as fowls, they usually dig your seeds. We do have soil erosion caused by floods. Even currently, we have seen there have been some state of disaster when it comes to flooding. Those are natural disasters. We can't do anything. And currently, we also experience a heat wave as a challenge. We do experience a lot of problems. We also experience the issues of theft. When maize start becoming a green mealies, there are people who are able to steal within the trial, which also affect our results. Those target farmers are usually not having good implements. When I want to talk about the mechanical issues, which make it difficult to have the planting based on our specifications, like the planting depth, the planting spacing, to be exact as per our planting parameters. So those are some of the challenges that I can highlight to you: mechanically, biotic, abiotic.
Thank you so much. I know that you were mentioning one of the challenges being heat waves, which is quite a hot topic when it comes to climate change and agriculture in general. And it's evident wherever the conversation leads that heat waves are always part of the conversation and how important it actually is. Can you share how genetically modified seed technology benefits farmers who have adopted the technology compared to farmers who are still using traditional methods?
Maybe also to backtrack a bit from the previous question, we also have biotech crops that are drought tolerant, and we also do demonstration trials, particularly in regions such as in Limpopo. Just that they are only drought tolerant, they were not herbicide tolerant, and in this case, we wanted to showcase two technologies, which is also herbicide tolerant. But jumping to your question, farmers planting biotech crop realize good yields, and their operations are far less compared to those who are using conventional methods. That's where we're talking about the cost of labor on conventional methods, which are quite high. Costs such as manual weeding, hiring people to do such cost a bit, spraying for maize borer, while with biotech, it's always required no manual labor and no pesticides to spray for the pests. So based on what we observe over a period of time and the reason to deploy technology through an eye-opener, which is demo trial, we have observed that once farmers sees the technology benefits, they are usually making more informed decisions because they even go beyond and start looking into better traits that are even genetically modified as compared to the conventional stuff or seeds.
Thanks, Octavia. And it was an absolute pleasure having you here with us on Farmers Inside Track. Lesley Mabasa from Mega Biotech Solutions. Now, for more on this topic, visit www.foodformzansi.co.za. And that brings us to the end of this edition. From me, Donumdu, Octavius Pandale, our technical producer Megan van der Vent, and the rest of the Food for Mzansi team, have an absolutely amazing week. Bye for now.
Life in South Africa can be a lot. I mean, scroll through Twitter for a minute and tell me I'm wrong. Thank God for South Africans though, right? We're inspiring, and even on the bad days, we fight back with a smile. That's why I love Food for Mzansi so much. They're not ashamed to celebrate the ordinary unsung heroes who work every day to put food on our nation's tables. Go to foodformzansi.co.za and never miss an inspiring story.